What's up, YouTube? This is your boy, Chase Smiley. I just want to talk to y'all about a few things, man. You can tell, man, I'm fucked up right now. Not feeling good type of fucked up. Like, I'm mentally fucked up right now. Like, there's so much shit going on in my head right now. Like, there's so much bullshit. But what I'm here to say is, and talk about is the Kratom withdrawals. Man, I'm going through more than just Kratom withdrawals right now. Like, it's fucked up. Like, man, because my girlfriend, she's going through opiate withdrawals. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm pretty sure she went out to find some more fucking pills today, man. Like, everything's just changed, man, from when we first started talking, man. You know, like 2 months ago up until this point now. Like, so much has changed, man. She's changed so much. Like, she used to always want to see me, you know. She used to always just come by my job, which you can see I work at fucking Domino's. I'm at work right now, actually. But, like, this is the first day I haven't done any Kratom in months. Probably like 6 months. So, you know, it's fucking with me a little bit for sure. You know, I'm having physical withdrawals, like, I'm having kind of sweats, like mainly up under my arms and stuff. Um, you know, my mind, I think it's making my depression worse. You know, which I already deal with, and you know, with all the other shit going on in my head, all the other shit going on in my life, like, you know, I can't get this shit out of my head. Like, it's so much shit that bothers me. You know, shit. You know, just it's just hard to explain, man. It's just everyday life. It's shit that I don't like about myself. You know, the people I'm around, you know, the way they act towards me sometimes, man. And my parents, you know, we don't get along. You know, my mom, she keeps my son. And, you know, she has to take care of him all the time. Like, so she's always mad at me. My dad, shit, me and him, we can't even sit down and talk, look each other eye to eye. Like, we can't even do shit like that. Like, it's just, all my life it's been like, you know, he just gets fucking mad as fuck and just is like, fuck it, you know. I don't know, man. Like, he's an addict, I'm an addict, you know. My mom, she's not, but it's like me and my dad, we've never got along, you know. We've never really had a father-son relationship, man. Like, and my mom, she brings up shit that I did 10 years ago. Something I might have said 10 fucking years ago, man. Like it's like it never ended, man. It's like no matter what I do to try to escape it, it's like it always, you know, gets thrown back at me. You know. But anyways, man, the credit withdrawal, man, like it sucks, man. It sucks. And one of the reasons, man, that I'm trying to stop, man, it got to the point I wasn't really even feeling it hardly anymore. When I first started taking this shit, I was feeling good. You know, I was feeling really good. You know, which I hadn't done any drugs in quite a while. You know, any pain pills. I used to take pain pills. I used to take Lortabs, Percocets, and shit like that mainly. And you know, I started selling weed and whatnot. Okay, well, somebody set me up, snitched on me, whatever you want to call it, jammed me up. I go to jail. You know, I'm not really doing anything in there. You know, I smoked fake one time in there. One time, because some guys had it and shit. They asked me, did I want to do it? And I was feeling like shit anyways. You know, I'm like, you know, I'm just sitting in this bitch. I don't really know none of these cats in here. You know, I'm not catching store. I'm not really talking to anybody on the phone and shit. You know, so I'm down. I'm feeling like shit. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? Shit, sure. But, you know, knowing later on, like, you know, they're probably gonna want some shit back from me. You know, that's just how the shit go. You know, but so, you know, when I get out, man, I'm doing the Kratom thing, man. Like, you know, I've done it before, but I never really, you know, did it that long. Like, when I was in a halfway house, you know, shit, probably like 5 years ago, you know, I started doing it then because I was lifting heavy ass shit every day. Um, I was lifting these fucking doors and shit every day, like heavy as hell. And I've always been a pretty skinny dude, you know. I've never been like a big macho motherfucker, you know. So, you know, this shit was real rough for me. It was hard for me, you know. My buddy, I had a friend of mine that did it as well. And I'm sure it was rough for him too, but you know, he was a little bit stockier and a little bit stronger than I was, you know. But man, I just remember that first day, man, it was hell. It was hell. Like I was sweating so bad, like I could have wrung my shirt out. Like it looked like I jumped in the pool with like with all my clothes and shit on. Like it was ridiculous, man. But no, man. I mean, then I started doing it. Then I started taking it. Then you know, cause like I could pass drug tests with it, right? So you know, and I'm smoking incense as well. You know, the drug that really got me into all this shit, because I went to rehab. I went to an inpatient before I went to the halfway house, you know, for the incense. And I went through major withdrawals with that as well. Like I could do another video on that later, because it was pretty fucked up. I was smoking that shit like crazy. Like every couple hours I would go through withdrawals. Like after 2 hours I'm not having that shit, and it was rough as fuck. Like I can't lie. So, you know, I'm no stranger to drug addiction. You know, like I said, I've done pills and shit before. And, you know, I did the Crydom thing, man, you know, and the Kratom withdrawal is not that bad. I think, you know, as far as the physical symptoms, it's not too bad. You know, like I said, you know, I'm getting sweats up under my arms and shit. And like I can't eat shit. I don't have an appetite to eat shit. Which, you know, I don't know if it's like that for other people as well, like to go through this shit or not, because I've never been a big dude. I've always been pretty skinny. Like I've just got those genes. Like my mom and dad have always, you know, they're pretty skinny people. They've never been, you know, big. We've never had to worry about being fat or anything like that, you know. Um, so you know, I've never really been able to eat a lot, which bothers me as well. You know, like I wish that I could eat more, and that was another reason I started taking it, because when I started taking it, I could eat a lot more. Okay, it gave me an appetite. It made me want to eat. You understand? So that was another thing. It made me feel good. It took the pain away from my back. You know, like my back hurts sometimes. You know, but I could have done without it. I mean, let me be real. I could have done without it. Like, I didn't have to take it. Okay. But yeah, man. I mean, I just had a breakdown, man. Like all the shit that's going on, and then with my girl, like I just found out like last night. I finally went to her house, you know, and knocked on her door and shit, and asked her what the fuck is going on, you know, like because she been acting so different. You know, I didn't know if it was another guy. I didn't know if it was another dude in the picture. I didn't think so, because you know I don't think she would do that. I mean, but like I knew something wasn't right. Something had changed. Something was going on. Something was different about her. You know, so I went and knocked on the door and shit. And she lives, you know, basically almost a couple blocks from where I work at, you know, and I'm a delivery driver for Domino's. You can see right there. I got the damn bag in the car with me right now, you know, and I got this stuff right here. This was from last night, man, and I just started. This is my first delivery today. I put my delivery stickers on here, and at the end of the night, you know, I add all my money and shit up. But the other one is from last night, man. At the end of the night, man, I just said fuck it. I clocked out and I left. Like I mean, the night was pretty much done. I didn't even get my money. I didn't even turn my money in. I just kept all my shit and clocked out. And, you know, I usually sweep and mop the store and shit at night. Okay, well, I didn't even do that shit. I just fucking left, man. I just clocked out at like 12 o'clock last night, and we closed at 12. Well, it's about 11:45. We closed at 12, you know, so um, we start sweeping and mopping and shit right after that. But man, I was just so fed up, man, after hearing this shit from her, after her telling me, you want to know what's really going on? And I'm like, yeah, fucking tell me, you know? And then she tells me, I've been taking opiates, and I'm withdrawing right now. You know, man, like, and, you know, I didn't know what the fuck she was finna tell me. I really didn't, man. I mean, I'm sitting there thinking, is she finna tell me she's pregnant? She finna tell me she's been cheating on me? Like, what? I mean, is something real bad happening? Like, what the fuck is going on, you know? And I kept asking her, what the fuck is going on? Like, she never would tell me. Like, oh, she would just say, oh, it's her kid, you know, because she's young, you know what I mean? Like, I'm 27, and she's 22. She's about to be 23 in like a month, right? And she, you know, she's got like a 6-month-old baby. So I know that's difficult handling her, and she still lives with her baby daddy. You know, and y'all can, you know, smash me in the comments for, you know, for this shit. But I mean, it is what it is right now. She's in an apartment. She's in a lease for a year with him. Like, she really can't. Her lease, like, the apartment's in her name. You know, so her lease runs out July 15th, and she also went to look at houses with her stepdad yesterday too. So she's got to move out by July 15th. But man, yeah, I just knew something was wrong, man, and you know, she hadn't been wanting to see me and shit, and I didn't know why, because when we first started talking, man, it was so much different, man. It was so much different, like, you know, on my way to work, you know, she worked at Domino's as well. That's where I met her at. But then she started working at a different store. Well, she quit her job, you know, and she's claiming she's going back to school soon or whatever. At UA, University of Alabama. Yeah, I'm from Alabama, but I'm from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, actually. But that doesn't matter, man. It just, you know, it just bothered the shit out of me. I kept harassing her. I wasn't harassing her, but I kept asking her why, what changed, what's different. She just said, "Oh, it's my kids. He's stressing me out. I can't pee. I can't smoke. I can't do this. Da 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 da." You know, like, I can't do nothing without him right there beside me and shit. So, and you know, it kind of made sense. You know, I kind of understood that, but then again, I was like, you know, you've been doing this for a while. Like, you used to, even when you had your kid, like, would come up there to work and see me. When I first would come in, she would, you know, pull up out kind of on the side, and I would just go in there, you know, and talk to her for a minute, waiting on my next delivery run. And I might, you know, get a kiss from her, or just, you know, give her a hug and tell her I loved her and shit like that, man. But that shit started to change. And now I finally know why, man. So it's just rough dealing with that shit, man. And plus I got some other personal issues, you know, going on. I'm not gonna discuss, but I mean, it's just hard, man. It's hard, and then, you know, dealing with this withdrawal shit. On top of that, you know, it's not as bad as opiate withdrawal, and it's not as bad as the incense withdrawals I had. Because the incense withdrawals I had, like I said, they were like every 2 hours. Like, cause I mean, I smoked that shit. Like, I used to work night shift, man, and every morning, man, I would come home when I lived at my parents'. You know, I was like 19, 20 years old. I would come home, I'd get off at 7 in the morning, and I had a little bong in my room on my dresser. And I would go in my room, and I would smoke. I would shut my door and lock my shit. And my parents, you know, they worked day shift. So they're getting ready to go to work. Or they're, you know, yeah, they're getting ready to go to work. My dad he came in at 7, and me and him worked at the same place. You know, he got me the job at where he worked at. And he smoked the shit too. But like I said, he was an addict. He's an addict as well. But he didn't do it as much as I did. Like, I know he got high a lot and shit. He smoked joints. But man, I was smoking this shit out of a bong. I smoked joints and blunts of it, whatever. And that's really when I first started fucking with Crydom as well, because I started taking Vava Scenes, if any of y'all know what that is. I started taking Vava Scenes, and I would, they came in these little bottles, man. They came in these little bottles, like a 5-hour energy shot. And you shake that shit up, and take that shit, and boom, you feeling pretty good. You feeling like you popped a couple tabs or a perk or something. And I was smoked on top of that shit, man. I about tripped the hell out. Like, I know y'all have heard lots of stories about people tripping out and shit on that shit. I've tripped out hardcore on that shit a few times, man. I damn had a seizure one night. I'm gonna break this down in some more videos, but this really is about the Kratom withdrawal I'm going through now, and just talking about some other shit, man. Just life shit that's just sucks. It's hard to deal with. But yeah, man. I mean, I just hope it gets better. Like, I want to take some right now. I got some on me right now, like, cause I was buying a kilo at a time of this shit. Like I say, I live in Alabama. I'm driving to Mississippi and getting this shit because it's still legal over there. They don't made this shit illegal in Alabama. But I got some right now. But I want to quit this shit, man, for real. Cause I don't want to depend on it for real. But main thing, it's like it's not doing the same shit for me as it was. Like, it's getting to the point where I'm taking a lot. I'm taking a shitload of this shit. It costs a lot of money, yeah, but it's not really even about the money. Yeah, I would save a lot of money, because I'm spending $428. That's with tax included on a kilo, which I'm sure you can get it a lot cheaper online and shit. But I can't risk getting that shit sent through the mail in Alabama. I can't do that. But yeah, it's just rough, man. It's just rough. Like, the physical symptoms, not too bad. I can handle them. I just can't eat, man. It just kills me that I can't eat. Like, cause I just wish I could eat better. I wish I could eat better. I wish I had more of an appetite. I mean, I've been doing fucking drugs and shit all my life, man. Like, I mainly just like to smoke and shit. But man, I'm trying to quit smoking. I hadn't smoked since I got locked up. Like, since that one time in jail, I smoked that fake. I haven't smoked since, because I've been taking drug tests. And that's another reason as well why I've been taking the Crydom, because I can pass drug tests with it. I'm having to take drug tests right now, and I'm finna get off this shit. Like, all I gotta do is 20 more hours of community service, and I'm done. Like, and I'm glad about that shit. I'm really glad about that. I am, man. I just don't want to get off this shit and go back to fucking up. Like, it's tough. It's tough, man. I feel for my girlfriend. Like, I just want us to get back to where we was, man. Like, it's rough, man. It's rough. Like, I've been around so many drug addicts. I've been around, like, people that deal with this shit. Like I said, I've been to inpatient places, man. I've been to halfway houses, man. It doesn't matter where you go. There's all type of bad shit around. Like, you're gonna encounter that shit. Like, and I don't want to say this shit is bad. I don't want to say it's that bad. Like, but with me, like, before I even started doing this shit again, I told myself I don't need to do it. I don't need to do it. I don't need to do it. Because I knew what type of person I was. I know what type of person I am. And I'm a fucking addict, man. I'm an addict. I admit that shit. And it's so hard for me to just do something like moderately or whatever. Like if I did it, maybe like 2 or 3 times a week or something, it'd be different. Or maybe, just on a special occasion or something, it would be different. And every time, man, I sit there and I fool myself. I'm like, yeah, I can do this. I can do this in moderation. But I know in the back of my mind I can't. I know I can't. It's not gonna happen, man. Even with the weed, man, I can't smoke in moderation. I can't just chill, smoke every once in a while with my buddies or whatever, or just have a joint every once in a while with myself. I can't, man. I just can't do it, man. Cause once I get that high, I want that same high. Like, I haven't smoked in shit like a year, man. It's been a year, man. And I know if I smoked again, I would get high as a kite. Like I would get super high. But with all drugs, man, the more you do this shit, the less it's gonna affect you. And that's what happened with the Crydom, man. If you're an addict, don't even fucking fuck with it. Like, I'm telling you, man, because you're gonna end up fucking up. You're gonna end up fucking up. And it's gonna affect you. And when you come off of it, yeah, your body be sore and shit. Your body does be a lot more sore. It does become sore, like. But man, a lot of it is mental. A lot of it is mental aspects, man. A lot of it is mental. I probably would say, yeah, if you have like a heroin problem or an opiate problem, you probably could wean yourself off of it with this shit. Like, it probably would help with the withdrawals. But to be honest with you, I just wouldn't even do it, man. Cause shit, like, I mean, people do say, you don't trade a drug for another drug, and that's just kind of what you're doing. Even though Crydom isn't as bad, it's not as bad as pills. The withdrawals aren't nearly as bad as pills or heroin or anything like that. Even though I've never done heroin, but I can't imagine. But yeah, man, I just say don't even do it. I would just say don't even do it. Like, it has benefits. It can be beneficial if you can do it and use it right, correctly. But, if you don't think you can, or you're not sure that you can, I wouldn't even fool with it. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it, dude. It's just not. But I'm gonna end this video, man. Hopefully y'all like this. Maybe I can do some more videos. Maybe about the incense, and maybe I can stay clean, stay off of this for the next few days, and see if it gets any better. And I can let y'all know on that as well. Yeah, I hope y'all like the video, man. Like and comment, subscribe. If y'all do like the video, and I'll catch y'all later.